Hello my friends, and welcome back to our channel, Home is Where Our Heart Is. My name is Dane, author of the series of books Knowledge to Forage and Foraging, the complete guide for kids and families. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Today I'm absolutely blessed to be spending my time out walking across the hedgerows looking for garlic mustard. Garlic mustard is a fantastic plant, also known as Jack by the hedge. It has a very pungent garlicky mustard flavour. It's rich in nutrition and medicinal properties and history. So if you're interested, then come for a little walk through these hedgerows with me and we'll find some garlic mustard, learn all about it, take some home and make it into a pesto with Stelly. So to find garlic mustard, firstly we need to know where it grows. It's native to Europe, Africa and Asia, and it grows widespread across the world, and it's very invasive in North America. And it's a pretty easy plant to find because, like its common name implies, Jack by the hedge, it loves to grow alongside hedges. And here we are. We didn't need to go far. Look at these pathways, each side, all the way down as far as I can see, and all the way back down towards the gate we just came from, is absolutely flourishing in this bright green, beautiful garlic mustard. Now I love garlic mustard because it's bright green and it just screams good health. It's flourishing, it's thriving, it's a pleasure to the eye. Now, garlic mustard is a super easy plant to get to know. Do you know why? Because it's what's called a biennial. This means it has a 2-year life cycle. In its first year's growth, it grows low to the ground like a little bundle of leaves, and these leaves are kidney shaped. Then, in its second year, like this, it grows up from the ground to a few feet tall from a single smooth green stem. And its leaves, once kidney shaped, now transform to heart shaped, and on the top blooms these beautiful white flowers with 4 petals, and after the flowers comes the long seed pods. Now this plant is completely edible and great for our health, and we can add the leaves to soups and stews or salads, or just eat them fresh, and they have a pungenty garlicky mustard flavour. Some people love it, some people hate it. You can use this plant just how you would use any leafy green. The seeds can be made into a wild and free mustard. That's why this plant is also known as poor man's mustard. And the roots can be dug up and made into a horseradish-like sauce, a spicy sauce. Now, what's really cool about this plant is it's really nutritious. It has more vitamin C per gram than oranges, just like rosehip. How incredible is that? Wild and free vitamin C. Now, not only is it nutritious, this plant, it's actually very medicinal too, because it's antiseptic, and that's a great thing to be able to find in a wild and antiseptic plant. That means we can apply these leaves to wounds to help heal wounds and clean wounds. We can also make it into a tea, and it will help heal our mouth ulcers, and drink it to treat sore throats and coughs. Now I'm going to collect up some of this garlic mustard and take some home to Stelly and make a delicious pesto. Now when it comes to harvesting garlic mustard, we're just going to pluck off a couple of the fresh leaves from the top of the plant so it can still photosynthesize, and the young leaves at the top are the freshest. And where I live in the UK and Europe, this plant is great for biodiversity, and insects like the orange tip butterfly especially love this plant. They'll have their caterpillars on this plant that will eat the leaves. But whereas in places like North America, this plant can outcompete local plants, so you're encouraged to eat it all. Now garlic mustard is called garlic mustard because it has a garlicky mustard flavour. It's also called poor man's mustard because it can be made into mustard. But why is it called Jack by the hedge? Well, it's called Jack by the hedge because of this garlicky mustard flavour. Because in the olden days, it was believed that the devil himself had garlicky breath. And this plant loves to grow near the hedge. Thus, Jack by the hedge. Because in Old English, Jack was another name for the devil. So it's the devil, the garlicky plant that grows near the hedge. Now, we've collected a whole bunch of wild garlic mustard leaves. So let's take some home and make some pesto with steli. But before we do, I just wanted to touch upon one thing to do with garlic mustard that you might have heard, because some people say you need to process this plant before eating it because it contains cyanide. And that is true. This plant does contain a small amount of cyanide, but it's in the brassica family. Many other plants in this family contain cyanide too, such as broccoli and cabbage. You see, it's just a small amount that our livers are perfectly capable of processing. But if you're really scared of the small trace amounts of cyanide in this plant, cyanide is water soluble, so if you cook it, it will remove that last remaining cyanide. You see, cyanide is a scary word, but we often forget that it's a naturally occurring compound all throughout nature. Many plants, trees, fruits and veggies all contain cyanide. Even apples contain cyanide. Our livers, we often underestimate, can process these small amounts that pop up in the plants in nature. And we're back with Steli.
Hi everyone! So we're going to make ourselves some lovely garlic mustard pesto. It's super easy peasy. Come with me and I'll show you how to make it. For this recipe you will need about 2 cups of garlic mustard leaves, some pine nuts, olive oil and a pinch of salt. First step, leave your leaves in the garden for all the bugs to run away and then give them a wash. Add 2 cups of mustard leaves, 1, to your blender. If you haven't got a blender, you can use your handheld blender. 2. We're going to add 1/3 cup of pine nuts. You can use any nuts really. You can use walnuts, hazelnuts, they'll give it different flavours. We particularly like pine nuts for our pesto. 1/2 cup of olive oil. Add a pinch of salt and whiz it up.
And there we have it.
Ta-da! Garlic mustard pesto. What a great alternative to your regular pasta pesto.
Yeah, pasta pesto, garlic mustard pesto. Look at that bright green colour. You can put it on your pasta.
Give it a test.
Taste test.
Okay, so on a cracker, in your pasta, however you like it.
Good.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah, it's got no... Normally in pesto you'd add your own garlic or other ingredients, but because it's garlic mustard, you don't need to.
It already has that lovely mustard flavour. Yeah, it's really lovely. Really, really nice.
Natural, wild and free flavour. You can find all sorts of fun flavours out in nature.
Yep, it's all there for us to find. We just have to look and know where to see it.
Yeah. As always, people, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions about this recipe, just ask in the comments below and we'll happily help you out.
And check out for our monthly educational subscription packs where we create worksheets each month and send them out to you via email. You can print them out and fill them in and gain knowledge to forage.
Yes, you can. And we've also got our series of books. So if you wanted to have all of this knowledge at home on your bookshelf, ready to look at whenever you want,
check out our awesome series of books, Knowledge to Forage.
Peace.
The jack sat by the hedge, butterflies fluttered by with garlic breath. The poor men enjoyed mustard, the ladies healed wounds. Garlic mustard, a Mother Nature's gift, free medicine.